Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the first wrap-up video for our class Urban Images in Media and Film. Just so you know, what's going to happen is after we do the discussion, and the discussion is almost closed, I do a video to sort of put all the ideas together and sort of give you some vocabulary to be able to talk about these things in different ways. And in the future, if there's something that got a little confusing, this is my time for me to clarify any terminology and things like that. This week we're just watching videos, so it's a much easier thing. So this will not be a very long one. They usually will be about 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes at the most. I don't want to make them too long. I have the attention span of a toddler, so I want things short, quick, and to the point. So, number one, I love the discussion. I love how much detail you gave me about the way the city and the urban space is depicted in these 4 different clips. So what I'd like to do today is to talk about certain words that we could start using to start talking about the city, using the discussion and using all the observations that you had in your discussion. The two that I want you to start thinking about, and this is a word that these words we'll use quite a bit in class, is utopia and dystopia. The notion that there has been historically the idea of idealizing the city, of creating a utopia of the city, especially in television and film, or creating a dystopic space, a dystopia, in which it's not idealized, but it's hell. It's hell on wheels. It's like the worst space ever. I want you to keep in mind where this word comes from. Utopia comes from a Greek word called utopos. The word topos means place. And the word ou is sort of a negative. So the word utopia means no place, which is a curious word to talk about something that is idealized. But when you think about it, the really interesting thing about this is that a utopic place is a place that doesn't exist. No cities are utopic, but in film and in video and in television and things like video games, they can be idealized. Sci-fi is full of utopic or dystopic spaces when they're about to talk about the city. And so one of the curious things, and this is one of the reasons why I put in Sex and the City in the discussion, is the idea that at the beginning of the title credit, we're talking about a utopic space, the amazing skyscrapers and the shiny taxis and the beautiful sun, and as you were saying, the really upbeat music. We're in a really fun place and we all want to be in this really fun place. And then Carrie Bradshaw gets splashed by dirty water from that bus, which is sort of a reality check. I love the way that many of you talked about this notion of that sort of crushes the idea of New York as this wonderful, inviting, welcoming place. And so in many circumstances, in televisual and in cinematic spaces, we're going to have that contrast of a utopic and then crushing that utopia. Blade Runner is the opposite. It's this dystopic place where, as we discussed in the posts, remember that ad when we have the clip when we're in the Asian food vendor place, telling you, let's go to the off-world. That's the place of opportunity and adventure. I love that they use that word. And so the place that we're seeing is not the great place. This is the leftover place. These are the people that couldn't get out of Earth and have to live there in the rain, in foreign cultures, foreign languages, barely communicating with each other. It's sort of like neo-noir. I'm going to talk about that word noir later in class. And so I want you to think about the notion of utopia and the notion of dystopia, because this is something that a lot of the films are going to be talking about. But don't forget that it's no place. These places actually don't exist. Chicago is neither a utopia nor a dystopia. It's both things and a mixture of them. Same thing with New York. Same thing with places like Paris or Mexico City or Buenos Aires. The other thing that I want you to talk about, that I want you to think about, is something that you kept stressing, the idea of community. The idea that cities are not just the buildings, as I said in my introduction, but that cities are comprised of humans who live and interact in the city. And I loved how you talked about West Side Story as a stage. Remember, it's a musical, so it's all very artificial. And so these gangs are dancing and in conflict with each other, and the city is a backstage. It's sort of the set, the backdrop, is what I meant to say, for the city. But they're not really interacting with the space. They're interacting with each other, but not with their space. Totally different from Do the Right Thing, where people are reacting to the weather, to the heat, to the summer, by sort of saying, this is our space, we're going to do whatever the hell we want. So we're going to open that fire hydrant and we're going to get wet because it's too hot. And so don't forget also that as we look at these images, there's a constant notion of the space and the people who inhabit that space. And so keep that notion as a balance throughout our discussion in the class, because it's going to be really important. Great job, really great job. Love what you guys talked about and how you talked about it. So keep it up. Have a wonderful day. Bye.